channel. It's a new day. It's a new day. If you are a new subscriber and if you are a returning subscriber, God bless you. Welcome to the family. Today's topic is all about hair. It's about your protective hairstyle and about the hair growing phase. So we want to grow our hair, but we don't know the ins and outs, the 101 on when to grow our hair. So I'm going to talk about that today. Every single day our hair grows, okay? And our hair is in a phase. And I spoke in my previous video, check it out, where I speak about the 3Ds. And that was about density, dandruff, and detangling. And I do talk about it when I mention detangling, that the hair falls out. And our hair, let me close the window, guys. The window is open, one moment. And I talk about the fact that hair grows all the time. And hair grows within a 7-year period. And during that period, there are 4 phases. It's actually more phases, but these are the simpler ones. We have the anagen phase, that's the growing phase. Then we have the catagen phase. And then we have the telogen phase. And then we have the exogen phase. And the name says for itself, the exogen phase is the shedding phase. So during the anagen phase, this is the phase where you want to take care of your hair. Usually this phase lasts for 3 to 5 years, right? So the hair is growing and it's doing what it gotta do. You need to have a proper routine to take care of your hair during this period. So during a 5-year period, your hair should be long, right? Because it's growing, it's a growing phase. But you don't see growth happening because of certain factors like chemical use, heat use, stress, bad routine or no routine. So now, after this phase, we go to the catagen phase. And then after the catagen phase, then we follow through to the telogen phase. During this phase is the resting phase. The hair is not growing, nor is it shedding. What happens is the follicles shrink. And during this period, it's resting. And then during the exogen phase, that's when the hair starts to shed. And it's making room for new hair. Most of the time when you're on the anagen phase, 90% of your hair is going through that phase. So not every single hair on your head is in the same phase, but 90% is going through that phase. So when you do get to the shedding phase, it's assisted by you washing your hair, brushing your hair, and that's how the hair falls off. On average, 50 to 100 hairs fall off a day. So that is normal during an exogen phase. So during that phase, don't be alarmed. So what are the factors that helps grow hair and help keep the hair on your head and you're able to see the results of the anagen phase? You have to make sure you have good nutrition. Make sure you eat a good protein-based diet because hair is made of keratin, protein, and you need these proteins to strengthen your hair, to grow your hair. Things like beans, legumes, meats, lean meats, red meats, eggs, all kinds of fish, omega-3, 6, and 9, things that will strengthen each strand of your hair and also promote growth on your scalp. And also with nutrition, a healthy, active lifestyle. Remember that there's oxygen in the blood. So when you exercise or when you move, it gives the heart a chance to pump enough blood throughout all the organs in the body, especially right in the scalp. And also when you have oxygen and blood pumped throughout the whole body, each part of the body functions well, meaning that your body is able to function well, your hair works well, your hair grows, there's no slowing down. And with an active lifestyle, you sweat. And what happens is when you sweat comes out of where? The pores. So what happens is if you're always sweating, because most of the time you sweat on your scalp, it actually kind of assists with removing any excess buildup because usually when you do exercise, you do sweat, and when you sweat, you wash up. So that's when it's gonna actually make you want to wash your hair, to wash away all that sweat, because you're active and you're sweating, you want to get rid of all of that. Means that you're gonna have clean pores, a clean scalp that is breathing and makes room for the hair to grow out. So when the hair grows, another thing that you need to maintain is protective hairstyle. I will touch more on this. Protective hairstyles are a must in a hair growth journey. This whole anagen phase, catagen phase, telogen phase will mean nothing if you don't have a routine. But at the same time, you need to have a protective hairstyle. Your protective hairstyle can make or break your hair. You can actually destroy your whole routine with your protective hairstyle. It's how you start and also how you take it down. So when I say how you start, what is the process and when you do your protective hairstyle? Do you constantly use heat when you do a protective hairstyle? I try my best to make sure that when I do my hair, it's stretched. I make sure that it's in a stretched state, or even do African threading. African threading is a best way to do a heatless style and a way to stretch out your curls, kinks, and coils, so that when you go to the salon or whoever's doing your hair is in a stretched state. You don't have to use any heat to make your hair manageable. Because I do believe that if you are a professional hairstylist, you should know how to work with every hair type. You shouldn't have to force the person to blow dry your hair straight in order for you to have a nice hairstyle. Because now you're actually promoting heat damage and damage to the hair's curl pattern. And you don't want to damage your curl pattern because you're natural. You don't want to damage your hair curl pattern because you want to keep your hair healthy. So if not every time, let's say you do 6 hairstyles in 1 year. That's 6 times in a year you're going to use heat. And after the 4th time, probably your hair is going to start to look a bit looser because of the constant heat damage. And even the technique and how they blow dry your hair could be damaging. Maybe she'll go over the same section more than once. And if you go to different hairstylists, not every hairstylist has a gentle hand. So it's very important how you start out your protective hairstyles. Make sure if you really are serious about being healthy and keeping your curl pattern without damaging it, make sure you do African threading. If you don't want to do African threading, then you can also braid your hair tight, like stretch out your braid and braid your hair, and then wait for it to dry, and your hair will be stretched out in a braid out style. So how you begin, also how you take care of your hair during your protective hairstyle. So let's say, for example, we are doing braids. So I'm just going to put a picture of myself with braids. Now with this hairstyle, I try my best to stretch my hair. But she did use heat in certain areas because it was a bit kinky. But what I did was, I made sure during having this protective hairstyles, I was like, I will keep this hairstyle under a month. I'll say over 2 weeks, under a month, not more than a month. But I made sure that I did wash my hair in between, so that the sprays that I use on my hair, the products that I use on my hair are washed out, so that my hair breathes, so that the hair follicles can grow out of that scalp. Because if you don't wash your hair, product buildup will cause buildup in your pores, your hair pores, and that will slow down the process during the anagen phase of your hair to grow out. And you don't want it to slow down, you want acceleration, guys. So with that, during that period, I wash my hair, I make sure that I am not aggressive with my hair, because sometimes your hair does cause to itch, and I do elaborate on dandruff in my previous video. So when you do have your hair in a tight state, it does cause your scalp to itch because it's pulled. Your scalp is pulled and it's uncomfortable, and sometimes it causes a sensation of itchiness when you wash it and it dries. So what I usually do is, if my hair feels tender and itchy, always use a blow dryer to dry your hair. Don't air dry. Have you noticed when you soak your fingers into water, how it becomes very soggy? That's what happens with your scalp. because your hair is damp, it causes the scalp to become very soft and soaked with water. So it kind of creates a layer of skin that lifts. And then when it dries up, that skin dries up, but it's not fully attached to the scalp. So over time, when you're flaking it dries up, it flakes. So that's why when you dry your skin, because your skin contracts and expands. So when you put water, it does the same thing. And that's what causes the itch and the discomfort. So if you want to solve that, just use a blow dryer to accelerate the time, the drying time, so that your hair is not constantly wet. Because if it's wet for long periods of time, it can cause discomfort. Another reason for a protective hairstyle is that we need to take care of our elders. Our elders are the ends. So our whole strand, so we have a single strand, let's put it here, a single strand. We have the ends, which are the elders, we have the center of the strand, and then we have the root, which has the follicle. And you see the bulb when you go through the exogen phase, when it's the shedding phase, you'll see that there. But to retain length, you not only need to focus at the root, you need to focus for the whole strand of the hair and the ends of the hair. That's where you get split ends, that's where you get breakage, because sometimes if you do certain hairstyles, your hair can actually break in half or break at a certain point of the strand and you don't see the length. So you need to make sure you take care of the ends because they've been around for a longer time. So they're more sensitive and more fragile to breakage. To prevent that, a protective hairstyle is a must. So what you usually do with protective hairstyles is like how I did. You make sure the ends are tucked away. As you can see with my hairstyle, I have tucked away my ends. The old hairs are tucked away. So if I'm outside, it's actually windy today. My ends are not exposed to any harsh chemicals, any harsh weather, any harsh temperatures. If the sun is out, if it's cold, if I'm in a room with aircon, it's not going to be damaged because of those elements. And at the same time, I'm protecting my hair from if I'm wearing a certain kind of outfit and it doesn't catch on anything. And at the same time, we spend most of our life sleeping. So how you sleep also plays a big role. So if you don't wear a scarf, a silk scarf, a bonnet, or have a silk pillowcase, you can actually contribute to damage during the night while you're sleeping. Because you shift and you turn and you move, hair rubs against whatever you're sleeping on. And if your hair is like open and you're not putting it in a bonnet or anything, it's going to rub and cause breakage. So make sure you protect your hair even at night. Have a night routine in how you take care of your hair. I like to take oils and oil the ends of my hair and then tuck them in a bun and then put my bonnet on and I'm like off to sleep. And I wake up in the morning, my hair has absorbed all the oils, because sometimes it's annoying to have something oily in your hair while you're with people, you're hugging people and they'll be like, oh, oil. So anyways, have a night routine when you go to sleep. So protective hairstyles really help during that phase, the anagen phase of assisting your hair to grow. And at the same time, how you take your hair down. Any hairstyle that you have, you want to take it down. Now, you need to be very careful in how you take your hair down because your hair is very fragile. Your hair is very sensitive. It's gone through many phases. You've washed it and it's in a state where it's like tender and it's sensitive. So when you take down each section, make sure you use a takedown product. Any product that has a slip, even a conditioner, you can just use that to just soften up the buildup on the hair because the buildup causes like a glue-like substance and sticks all the hair together. So when you are detangling, you get frustrated and you yank your hair off and you end up breaking your hair. And then you do not see the difference between the new growth and the length that you have retained. So you make sure when you're taking your hair down, you take your time. Make sure the hair is slippery with some product and you take down each section. Take down each section at a time. And that's how you retain and grow your hair. So guys, we reached the end of the video. I hope you guys took your notebooks and you wrote today's points down. It's very important to understand your hair. and I've been natural for a very long time now, and I'm still learning about what to do with my hair. But I can be honest with you. Can I just be honest with you guys? I love my hair. I love how versatile my hair is. My hair can be straight, it can be curly, I can manipulate it, I can use all kinds of products, I can use no product, I can do all kinds of things with my hair. I've learned to appreciate my hair over the time, and I want you to do the same. I want you to also appreciate what's growing out of your hair and understand how it's growing out of your hair and how to take care of it. Guys, really love your hair, love your natural hair, and don't compare your hair to the next person and be like it's not good enough. God gave it to you, God makes no mistakes, and what you have growing out of your hair is beautiful. So guys, since you watched the end of the video, please do me a favor. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Please comment down below. Please like and also share this video onto your WhatsApp, your YouTube, your Facebook, wherever, which platform, Instagram, TikTok, and just share to your friends and family. And love you guys for actually supporting me. This growth has been so it makes me excited. The growth of the channel has made me excited. So thank you. I want to say thank you to you guys for putting the smile on my face. And I like to put a smile on your faces because your hair is growing. So guys, yeah, I really work hard. I do a lot of research on these things, and it actually works. Like, my hair is growing, guys. Look at this hair. It's healthy. I found that this year I have worn less wigs, and my hair braided this year compared to last year. And I've rocked my natural hair more this year compared to last year, because now I'm choosing to embrace my hair pattern. I'm choosing to learn more about my hair. I'm choosing to listen to what my hair wants and how it operates and how it moves, how I should take care of my edges. If you want to know more how I take care of my edges, comment down below. Comment down below if you want to know how I take care of my edges. And yeah, guys, as you can see, this hairstyle is a flat twist hairstyle, which is split halfway, and then the rest of the back of my hair is in braids. Okay guys, this is a bonus tip. Please take your notes. Bonus tip. Accessories can also damage your hair. If you wear caps all the time, if you wear accessories and clips and hair clips on your hair, those can also cause damage to your hair. Those claws that you put all the time in your hair, those teeth can cause discomfort in your scalp and can cause bald spots in your scalp. Many people, any texture that you have, the scalp is very tender, guys. It's very sensitive. Please treat it like you are doing a baby's hair. When you do a baby's hair, you're not gonna put clips in a baby's scalp because it's gonna cause discomfort, because a baby's always lying down. So that bobby pin that is digging into your scalp is gonna make the baby cry. So treat your scalp like a baby. Because I have noticed also that there was a certain section of my hair that was shorter because I kept digging in those bobby pins. Every time I did a hairstyle, I kept digging in the same section. Now, I have created a better way, a substitute way of still creating a beautiful hairstyle without having bobby pins. This hairstyle right here is I usually have bobby pins, like in each flat twist. But what I usually do is that I will show you guys in another video how I get this hairstyle here. And I usually just tie it up and I make sure that I remove the bobby pins afterwards, because when I'm talking and moving, those bobby pins are moving with me and they make small little cuts on my hair strand. Even with these scrunchies, little accessories, I also put these little accessories here. Those cut at your hair slowly. Eventually, they cut at your hair. And you're wondering, when did I have a haircut? No, it's the accessories and the kind of stuff that you put in your hair. So be careful, be careful, be careful. Even the weaves. You put all the glue here. Slowly, you are literally waxing your hairline. You are literally waxing your hairline. Constantly removing that, constantly remove that. Putting the glue. And remember guys, even if you do it carefully and you still have a hairline, the chemicals that are in that glue, the chemicals that are in that product, it's not good for your body. It's not good for hair growth. Read those chemicals. Do you understand what they are? No. So reduce the amount of chemicals that you put in your hair. If you want to grow your hair, guys, less is more. I've been stressing this enough. Less is more. The products that you have, if they work for you, use them. Don't try 100 million products and put all kinds of chemicals in your hair. Less is more. Make sure you read the products that they have are sulfate-free, mineral-free, paraben-free, anything free. So guys, thank you so much for watching till the end. I am so grateful. I'll see you guys next time. Remember, we live by faith and not by sight.
Don't have love, and I'm saying